is how I service the transmission on a lot of the snowblowers that we get in. Some are non-serviceable, most are serviceable. This is something I see a lot of mouse nests and debris in here. This is definitely a mouse nest, so I'll put some gloves on. We're going to clean this all up. Reason you don't want that building up in there is because these gears can get packed with it, and sometimes you can end up stripping the gears out or won't roll anymore, or you know, potential fire hazard. So now that I got that all cleaned up, I'm going to clean the disc, the drive disc here. The rubber drive disc looks pretty good. This is pretty dry. The gear here is pretty dry. The gear shifter is very dry as well. That's going to make it hard to shift gears. So let's start with cleaning this up. I usually just use some brake cleaner. I'll do one side and then the other. Trying to get any impurities out of there so the friction wheel doesn't slip. And I'm going to hit the gear select shaft right away with some brake cleaner, and I'm going to spin the wheel. Trying to get all the old sticky grease off of it. Don't pinch your fingers, it doesn't feel good. So after I have that done, I'm going to keep this handy because I'll probably wipe the disc off one more time after I grease everything in here. I'm just going to use some heavy duty grease on the gear. I'm going to use white lithium grease on the gear select because that, you know, as it gets cold, you don't want that to be sticky. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of penetrating lubricant fluid right around the gear selector. Doesn't take a lot, just a little bit to coat it. Okay. Then I spray right along here, just a little bit, just to lubricate the bearing in there. And then I'm gonna hit, I usually put a little bit right here by the axles too. Notice something, this wheel is really loose. I was wondering why the axle wasn't lining up right, and now when I see over here, you can see that tighten that down. That's a 1/2 inch. Usually there's some thread locker on there, but I'm gonna take them off anyway. This doesn't have any thread locker. I'm gonna take these off anyway because I want to lubricate the axle where the wheels go on, so that this area doesn't get corroded to the wheel. You'll never get that off, and then you can't fix anything in the transmission down the road. That one's pretty good. I'll come back to that though. I'm gonna lubricate this wheel. The only thing I want to do yet is just clean this off one more time, in case anything got on there. Okay. Now I'm just going to clean these axles up, put the wheels on, grease them, and put the wheels on. Just want to make sure those bushings are in. Do the other side quick. Now I just want to put a little bit of thread locker on these 1/2-inch bolts. You don't want these bolts coming loose while you're using it. So you're going to go with the thread locker. Now everything's tight in there. And it moves real smooth. I'm going to put a little bit of lube right around the gear selector. And that's it. Just want to make sure that that rides up tight against. Have to adjust that. So that's it. I'm just going to put the cover back on. It's always a good idea to look at the belts from this angle too. They look good. All right, that's all it is to it. So I'm just going to flip it on the back. I'm going to go over the carburetor, the pull cord, everything else. But I just wanted to show you guys quick how to service your transmission.
Thanks for watching.